Elon, I need the sales numbers out of China. They're talking about a 70% drop in sales. Dude, just tell me. It's you and me. No one's hacking this phone. Do I have to say it? I will move to Mars with you. My word, guys, some news just came out yesterday and I was like, are you flipping my flapjacks? Because these don't look flipped correctly, all right? Auto Group says Tesla's China sales plunge. Company shares slide. This news came out yesterday. Tesla's vehicle sales in China sank 70% last month from a year ago, they said. This came out of Reuters, okay? The country's Passenger Car Association told Reuters on Tuesday, underscoring how the China-US trade war is hurting the US electric car maker. Tesla shares fell on the day, obviously. Hours later, the company responded from its headquarters in California, calling the industry's group report wildly inaccurate. An official from China Passenger Car Association said the data from the industry body showed Tesla sold only 211 in the world's largest auto market in October. 211. Like I could understand with everything that's been going on with the trade war, with the tariffs, I could understand if Tesla had a slight decline or a decline of some kind, maybe let's say even 10% or something like that in terms of China sales. Because remember, they're not selling Model 3 there yet. They're supposed to start either the first half of 2019 at some point, right? So I can see maybe sales fell a little bit, but 70%, that's like falling off a cliff in a massive way, right? That's a little insane out there, okay? Tesla representatives in China did not respond to repeated calls and written requests, man, they're like stalkers, for comment during the Asia Workday. Later, a California-based spokesman issued a written statement saying Tesla disputed the CPCA's data. They did not provide internal sales figures, which was good. He shouldn't have. This is wildly inaccurate, he says. While we do not disclose regional or monthly sales numbers, these figures are off by a significant margin, he said in the statement. The electric car maker, which imports all the cars it sells in China as of right now, said in October that the tariff hikes on auto imports were hammering its sales there. In July, Beijing raised tariffs on imports of U.S. autos to 40% amid a worsening trade standoff with the United States. 40%, guys, that is steep, especially on cars that are, $60,000, $80,000, $100,000. Like 40% is insane. Now, this news just came out in the middle of the night last night. WM Motor CEO, Tesla's reported 70% drop in China sales is misleading information. An official from the Passenger Car Association told Reuters on Tuesday that Tesla sales had dropped 70%. But speaking at CNBC's East Tech West conference in NASA district of Gongshan, China, WM Motor CEO Freeman Shen called the report misleading information. Don't read too much into these reports. He says, I doubt that number because as a person who has been working in the Chinese auto industry for many years, the Chinese Passenger Car Association is not always accurate, okay? He called it misleading information. So needless to say, it's very, very, very much unlikely that Tesla car sales or vehicle sales in China fell 70% last month. They could have fallen some, percent, maybe 10%, maybe 20%, but 70%, it looks like that's just a ridiculous number. According to Tesla representatives, according to this gentleman who's been in the auto industry out of China for a long, long time, sometimes they're just very inaccurate, some of those readings out of China, all right? Now, Tesla, they cannot wait to get basically the Shanghai factory up and running. They secured land back in around mid-October, all right? They're going to try to get that factory built as fast as possible, and I think is very key because we don't know how long this trade war is going to keep going. The trade war, in some terms, is probably going to keep going for quite a while. At least it looks like it as of now. Maybe they can get a little deal done, here and there, hopefully over the next, let's say, 6 months or so. But at least as of it looks right now, a lot of these tariffs are probably going to stay on. A 40% rate is so unrealistic if you want to try to sell mass amounts of cars into China. Like a 40% tariff is insane, right? So, Tesla's got to get that factory built as soon as possible. They would love to at least get it, partially up and running within a year or two. So if that's possible, that's great. We know the Chinese can build fast, man. They need to get that factory up and running because, for Chinese consumers, a 40% tariff on these cars at already their price points, right? Unless you are part of the 1% of China, or maybe even like the 1% of the 1%, like a Tesla is just so unrealistic to afford because they're costing $100,000+ over there, if not, $150,000 when you look at these tariffs applied on top. It's
just way too much, guys. So anyways, I would love to know your guys' opinion down there on Tesla in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.